Good morning everyone, welcome back to Rathbone Manor. I've just got another package here, just in from Gearbest. It had a couple of things in there. It had some LED side lights for my car, which I've fitted. But most importantly, we have this. Yep, Smith Wesson SWHRT2B. Right, let's get it out and have a look, shall we? It's a nice little box again, by the way. They come in a nice quality box. Before we go too much further, this knife I believe has been discontinued now. I think I've seen it, it was for sale for about $34. It was manufactured by Taylor brands for Smith Wesson in China. That's how come I've got all of this one from Gearbest. This one cost me £3 and 4p as I remember rightly, not a huge amount. That's about $3.79 I think. Anyway, let's get it out of the box and have a look at it, shall we? There it is. What do you think? This little Gearbest have got this down as an ABS sheath. It's a badge holder sheath, which is what this little fella's all about. You can click your, I don't have a badge, a police badge or an FBI badge for that matter, so I can't, if I can get this back in place again, so I can't actually show you it holding a badge. Can I get this back in place again, guys? Let's have a look. I don't think so. Oh, here we go. There we are. Right in. And of course we've got the little belt clip here as well. It's a very nice little plastic or ABS sheath. We'll have a look at that later on, a bit of a closer look. In the meantime, let's get the knife out, shall we? There we are. Look at that. Karambit style. As you know, I've got another Karambit knife review on my site. If you want to go and have a look at it, I'll put a link below. In fact, I'll get the knife up here in a little while and we'll have a look at that as well. So there it is. Hawkbill serrated blade. It's got little, originally, I mean these feel quite soft grips. The Zytel, I believe the original ones were supposed to be Zytel. Whether these are or not, I don't know. They probably are. They feel quite nice. And you use it like this, and it only has one purpose in life. It is not an EDC blade as such. It is just for hacking and chopping. I'll tell you what, before we go too much further, let's take a closer look at it, shall we, guys?
So here we go. We'll start out with a blade as per usual, and we're looking at hollow grind, serrated edge, which is a, as you can see, a chisel grind on the edge there, but we've got a hollow grind on the other side of the blade. There's the Smith & Wesson logo. We've got some jimping on the thumb ramp, just there. Got a largish hole for your finger to pop in, and then we get to the, as I say, Zytel grips. They're quite soft. Well, they're not that soft, but you know what I'm saying. You can feel they're comfortable to hold. I'll put it that way. And we've got a full tang going on here. I think these grips might be moulded in place. I don't know how else they'd be fitted unless they're snapped into place somehow. And what we've got on the other side, yeah, SWHRT2. That's obviously Smith & Wesson Hostage Rescue Team. That's what that stands for. It's the FBI Hostage Rescue Team, which is designed for. Yes, and those serrations are a bit sharp as well. Ow. And here we have the sheath. As I say, Gearbest have got this down as being ABS. You can see the it's even got the Smith & Wesson logo in here. On the other side we have your badge mounting point there, and a belt loop which has got have a close look at this. We've got some flash here, and we've got some torque screws here holding the belt loop on. Okay, there's the flash I was telling you about. That would need to be cut off. There might be some more. Yeah, there's some more down the bottom there. Look, you can just about see through it and see it in there. Look, so it's in the middle there somewhere. There's your badge mount point. Your pin goes through the hole there, holds it in place. And we've got rivets holding them together. And this is where, this one didn't come with it, but it would come with a little chain to go around your neck. What else we got on here? Oh, here's a close-up of the Smith & Wesson. Oh yeah, you can see it's a Taylor Cutlery. That's who made it for Smith & Wesson. Okay, so the knife itself is held in place in the scabbard with this button here. In case you're wondering about would it cut your fingers when you get out, no it doesn't, because you have to push your finger through the hole in the knife to release it. See? So you're not going to hurt yourself, you're not going to cut yourself. As I say, this thing only has one purpose in life, and that is to you know, just slash and cut skin, clothing, etc. I believe you could also use it as what they call a weapons retention knife. If somebody goes for your sidearm, you can withdraw the knife with your left arm whilst holding your assailant's arm or hand that is going for your sidearm. You would, I think you'll find, withdraw this knife and then you would slash their forearm, get quite deep into the forearm here, and you will find that they won't be quite so keen to get hold of your weapon after that. In fact, it would be quite disabling to have your arm chopped about there somewhere. Really would stop you doing this lot. Anyway, I think what we ought to do is we'll get the bitzer bag in and see what it'll chop up, shall we? Okay, here's the bitzer bag. We'll start with the Christmas menu 2016 again. As I say, it's not really designed for this, but we'll see if it'll cut the paper. Not like that, it won't. But I mean, obviously, that's what it's designed for. Just getting in there like that. Okay, we'll give the cardboard a bit of a go then. As I say, I don't think it'll chop. Well, it will do. It makes a bit of a tear of it. But as I say, really, you're looking at this. That's what you're really looking at. Getting in there and just tearing things to shreds. What about this cheapy, horrible rope of mine then? Let's see how the serrations cope with that. Yeah, let's assume that I can keep hold of these short little lengths. If not, I'll get a longer bit and try. Let's have a look. Well, it's cut 2 bit. The other went sailing on the floor, but you can see it'll do it. Well, basically that's it there. Oh, well, Link's seatbelt. Let's try the seatbelt webbing, shall we? Get a loop of it. Get in there. See what we can do with it. Yeah, we'll do it. It's oh, blimey! Whoops! It's cut its way through it. And it'll certainly do it that way, look. Just tears it to shreds. Nasty. I think that'll do for the cutting tests for it then. Don't need to go too much further, do we? Now, I did mention earlier on that I have another karambit style knife on my channel, a review, and it is this little fellow here, which is also now available from Gearbest, and it is a clone of the a Quartermaster. It's a bit bigger than
the Smith & Wesson. I say this is just a bit of a cheap clone really. It's nowhere near as good as the original Quartermaster blade. But I say this one, I've got an idea, the chances are the, as I say, Taylor brands manufactured this for Smith & Wesson in China. That's where this one was made, and I'd imagine what they've done is they've just carried on manufacturer of the blade and are putting it out through, as I say, Gearbest. It's not as expensive as it used to be. Again, if you wanted one of these in your collection and you were unable to get one, you can now get it from Gearbest. I say it seems to be quite well made. I've got a few problems with flashing on the scabbard or the sheath, but it's nothing that couldn't be tidied up. And I say it's quite well made. That's quite a good quality scabbard. And we have actually got some little Torx screws here, so it's assembled properly. It's not just glued together or clipped together or anything. It's quite well made. And as I say, the idea was, if you want, you can take the belt loop off of it, and you can hang your FBI badge here, or police badge there, and you would have a little chain like this, which would go through the holes here, like so. And then you would then hang it around your neck with your badge in front, and if you required instant access to a blade, you've got it. As I say, this particular one doesn't come, or mine certainly didn't come with a chain, but I think the original ones did. Okay, so I think at this point I'll get a tape measure in, so you can see how big it is. Overall length there is around about 148 millimeters long. Blade length, let's have a look, if I can keep it still, about 62 mil thereabouts. Size comparison wise, here's my SWHRT2B Journeyer. As you can see, more or less the same size. It's not much bigger, or it's a little bit smaller, I guess. Okay, right, I'll tell you what, we'll get Mrs. Rathbone's scales in and see how heavy it is. Here we go. Right, there's the knife then. 56 grams, he said, reading it upside down again for the knife itself. If we get it in the its little scabbard, there we go, it's in its little scabbard. 91 grams, or around about 3 1/4 ounces, so not a huge amount of kit to be carrying about then. Whilst we've got the knife in its little scabbard, one thing I have noticed about it is it rattles about a bit. Now obviously rattly kit is not a good idea because it can give you position away, so I suppose you'd have to find some way of stopping it. Might be able to put some foam in there or something, a little bit of foam or a little something just to hold it in place. It doesn't need much of a pinch to stop it, but it still rattles, and as I say, rattly kit is not a good idea really. Okay then, so that's my review of the Smith & Wesson SWHRT2B. Now, whether it's a clone or whether it's a genuine article, revamped for Gearbest, well, you decide. The quality is definitely there, I think. It's a nice scabbard, ABS scabbard, it's quite nice. The blade is quite nice, it's certainly well made. The fit and finish on it is, I think, is quite good actually. And these little spikes here are very, very sharp. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of it. Alright, let's get it back in there before we cut ourselves. Right then, so that's my review of this little knife. I quite like it. So it cost me around about £3 and something or other. It is currently on Gearbest for £3 and 4p, and that's $3.79. Maybe you've got one of these from Gearbest you've bought recently or even in the past, or maybe you've got an original. Please let me know down below, and what do you think of it. Please feel free to let me know what you think of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoy bringing you these videos. It's very enjoyable actually, trying to find new stuff, new and interesting stuff for you guys to look at. Anyway, you can, if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe, you can click like, you can share the video with your friends if they're interested in it, or you think they might be interested in this little blade here. You can also follow me on, move this out of the way a moment, Instagram too. I'm there as well. I put pictures of knives as I get them in for you guys to look at, so you know what's coming. Right then, okay guys, let's wrap this up. Enjoy what you're doing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you back here again very shortly, possibly for another knife review. Alright then guys, catch you later then. Bye.